Hey everyone, this is Shauna and Pete with God With You Family Discipleship, and we're here with another daily devotion. We're on 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and we're at verse 12 through 14. I'm going to go ahead and read verse 12, and we'll get on with the discussion. It says, "All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any."
So the Apostle Paul starts out by letting us know that we have great freedom in Christ. What Jesus did upon the cross, dying and paying the debt for not only our past, future, present sins, all of them, he paid for the debt for every one of them. But what Paul's saying here is that there are some things in our lives that we still need to avoid. That just because something isn't necessarily sin or evil doesn't mean that we should be partaking in it, because it could lead us astray. It could lead us back into bondage.
Right, exactly. We find ourselves in relationships sometimes, and those relationships will sway how we think, will start us to tolerate certain things, and which will lead into sin and a misconception of what the truth really is.
So he says there that even though all things are lawful to him, he will not be brought under subjection to any power. So we have to think about things in our lives that gain power over us. And you know, it's a good thing for me to go and work and provide for my family, isn't it? It's a good thing, right? I go out and I work. But if I live to work and I make my job the focus of everything, and I make it money coming into the house the focus of my very being, then I've turned something good into something bad, right? I've allowed it to control me instead of me control it. And I've given power and authority to that job over me. And I put myself in bondage because I'm no longer serving God. I'm serving serving money, actually, or an employer or a company. So we don't want to fall into that. That's just one example of a way that something that is good, something that is right, can be turned around and manipulated to where it has control over us.
I think about what we watch, what we listen to. That is a big thing in our lives. What we allow in our homes as far as material that's read, or what we watch on TV, or what's allowed on our phones or our children's phones and tablets and all those things. Those are things not necessarily that might be a sin, but will lead to that. I know that there are several even TV shows that start out innocent, and then they begin to introduce situations that are full of sin, but we just can't take our eyes off of it because that's our favorite show.
Right, and it gets a hold of us. It grasps us. It takes control of us.
We start to tolerate things.
Just look at social media. Social media in itself is not a bad thing. Social media is a good thing to keep us in contact with those we love. People across the world that we can't
Keep us
see.
informed.
Right, we can talk to, we can look at, we can FaceTime, we can message, but it can also be something that becomes a very negative thing in your life if all you do is social media.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is on Facebook scrolling or Instagram or Pinterest or whatever it might be. Yeah. And it just adds pressure and things to your life that doesn't need to be there, because ultimately what we do is we take our focus off Christ and put it upon something else. And he should be the head. He should always be the focus of everything we're doing. And we should always ask him to be in control of what we're doing.
So we should always be prayerfully considering what we allow in our homes, in our lives, in our hearts, what we watch, what we hear, what we eat and partake of. The Apostle Paul addresses those things also. What kind of festivities we go to, how we are allowing our actions to affect other people. So that'll end this discussion, and make sure you read the blog that goes along with this. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. But we want to encourage you to live intentionally for Christ. Exalt God, edify yourself, encounter God, and engage the world. Until next time,
God bless you.